You mentioned those two dates on the season that look like, the probable losses. Not probable losses, but those are the two that come to mind because they're on the road and they're the two most talented teams on the schedule. Texas A&M in week 3, Clemson a little bit later in the season. But my goodness, Texas A&M, they will be a favorite. That's going to be a daunting task, probably a night game. Kyle Field, 105 plus thousand people. And my goodness, not that these guys are going to be an immediate impact on this season, but what kind of recruiting class they brought in, arguably the best in the history of college football this past off season. But it's not going to be inconceivable that Miami wins that game. They can go to Texas A&M and win that game. Let's say they do. The two first games are, of course, those are wins, and then Middle Tennessee State after Texas A&M. So it sets up really nice going into a bye, and then you dive into ACC play. But all these teams aren't as good as Miami. It's just wow. There is going to be some serious buzz, some serious excitement if Miami goes to Texas A&M and wins, and people start to look at that schedule that's coming up. This your show, your platform, mine, people are going to be going nuts.
I think that will be so here's the thing, Mark, and I'm curious if you know this answer because I'm trying to think about this one. When was the last time Miami beat a P5 non-conference opponent on the road? I believe it was in 2006 or 2007 when they went and played Texas A&M in College Station. I could be wrong. Maybe the chat can help me out too. The last time Miami beat a non-conference Power 5 opponent on the road. I think it was Texas A&M in 2007. It's been a long time. And that bowl games don't count. Neutral sites don't count. An away game, non-conference Power 5 opponent.
So who was the non-conference game? Oh, that was Appalachian State. I was trying to think. Okay, they started 10-0 in 17, so they played App State. They didn't play a Power 5 non-conference, I don't think. Yeah, we can check you right here. One of my go-tos is the historical scores list right here. I can pull up whatever team and it's got the full lineup of all the games, but I'm not coming up with any. They had a big win against Ohio State in 2011, but that was at home.
Could have been it. Oh, it was at home. Okay.
Respect. Yeah, they lost to him in Columbus in 2010. Yeah, that's a great question. Let's see. So the big non-conference games, of course, this past season, it was Michigan State, but that was at home and they lost. The Alabama game, neutral site, of course. 2020, they didn't play out of conference games. Well, they played UAB. 2019, the Florida game was neutral site. 2018, LSU was neutral site. 2017, that App State game that I just mentioned.
G5.
Now, that actually was a Toledo game
that
G5.
They
played. It was the year before they played App State.
Yeah.
Those were still, G5 games. 2015, they played Nebraska at home, won that game 36-33. And, of course, the year before, they went to Nebraska and lost. 2013, the Florida game, they won that. Wasn't that in Orlando?
Florida game, what year?
2013, they beat Florida 21-16.
That was in Miami.
Okay, yeah, I remember watching that game. Yep. Okay. This game I do not remember. 2012, they lost to Kansas State 52-13 at home.
I remember that game.
Yikes.
Yeah, I think Duke Johnson was a freshman that game. He returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Manhattan, Kansas. Stan Silio did a rant that day.
Oh, at Kansas. Yeah. Lost to Notre Dame in Chicago 41-3. So that was not a good non-conference season. 2011 at Maryland, lost 32-24.
Has to be that A&M game, I think.
I think you nailed it because I'm not coming up with any.
I think it was 2007. I don't remember what year exactly. It was in that range. 2007, 2008. I mean, around that time.
At Texas A&M, 2008, 41-23 Miami. There it is.
That was it. I mean, it's been 14 years since we won a non-conference away Power 5 game.
Yeah, that is a drought to get out of the way for sure.